My girlfriend meets with her best male friend behind my back. Hey guys, my girlfriend meets her best male friend, let's call him L, behind my back. To make things clearer, he once confessed to my girlfriend that he loves her. That was the time we were dating. She broke up contact for a while, like 4 months. A few months ago they started writing again. She once asked me if I was okay with her meeting him, like just the two of them. I told her that it would make me feel uncomfortable knowing they are alone. She was mad at me that day like hell. Since a few weeks now she tells me she is going to her female friends or doing something related to her work. But I started writing her female friends just check-ups like, "How you guys doing?" and everyone would respond that they are either home, because quarantine, or with another friend not my GF. So I put 1 and 1 together and thought she is meeting with L. I know it's a asshole thing Toto, but I checked her phone today and have caused lots of meet-up chats, so she straight up lied to me without a flinch. I didn't look like some type of love or sex-related stuff, but I also thought she does that on purpose, so if I see it I don't think she is cheating. I am getting more and more concerned, because if I think back the last weeks, the time we had sex, it got less and less. She would always turn around or close her eyes like she didn't want to see me. I really don't know what Toto right now. I feel so shattered and betrayed. I don't even think I could confront her because I already feel like shit just because I check her messages. I think I would shit on myself for spying on her in the end. What would you guys do? Edit. Hey everyone, thanks for all the perspectives and advices. I need to gather myself before I can talk to her. I'm a mess of emotions right now and bricking my head with what they might have done, while also trying to tell myself that nothing happened and they just talked. To the people who did go after me because I checked her phone, yes, I know it was the wrong thing to do. Maybe I should have talked with her first, maybe I should have just trusted her that nothing happens. But I got a lot of time alone with COVID, sitting a lot at home. I just couldn't handle it and checked because my mind was bombarding my stomach and heart that it felt like it would sink into the middle of the earth. To the people who think I said she shouldn't meet him anymore. I never said anything like it. I told her that it would make me feel uncomfortable and it's her decision. I explained her that he still loves her, not a single word from him denying it could be true. After that she changed more and more, to the point where I felt alone while not being alone sometimes. She lied to you for how long? In the end she made a decision that meeting this guy was more important for her than you or your relationship. Time for you to make a decision if you want a girlfriend that lies to you. Look, I know a bunch of people are going to say you shouldn't have had a problem with her meeting him in the first place. That doesn't matter now. She has already betrayed you by lying about it. She has shown that if she doesn't agree with a boundary you put up, that she won't talk to you about it and work on a solution. She will just violate it and lie about it. Is this a person you want to continue to spend time with and invest in? You should really consider this. If she will lie to you to see this guy, will you ever be able to trust anything she tells you? If you don't have trust in an LTR, you don't really have anything. Cheating isn't a big deal because of the sex. Cheating is a big deal because it is crossing boundaries set by the relationship. This sounds like a betrayal of that trust. If you can't rebuild the trust, the relationship is dead. You didn't say you forbade her from seeing him. You didn't say you got angry or were controlling. You said that it made you uncomfortable and then she started seeing him behind your back. Spying is also a betrayal of trust. Because you didn't trust her, you invaded her privacy. The crappy thing is that you were right to not trust her. I would dump her ASAP. Ask yourself what she would have done in the same situation. So you know she's lying to you, breaking your trust and breaking a set boundary. Do you need to see her with your own eyes fucking him? Like, come on. Have some self-respect and bounce away from that bitch. She could have retorted, well, I can see who I want, so I'll be hanging out with him anyway, but she chose to lie instead because it was easier in her eyes. So don't make it easy for her anymore. Time for a confrontation at the least and a complete split at the most. We're here for you, bud. In the future, if you have to contact her friends to see if she's really what she said she was going to be, that's a point in which you know the relationship is over. That's not something people in healthy relationships do. I'm sorry, op. Love really does suck sometimes. My advice is to break up with her because you cannot trust her. Be honest why. Maybe she'll learn not be such an ass in the future. Take it as a learning experience. Now, go forward expecting the good things you experienced with her while also being equally wary of the things you didn't. Your next relationship is usually a little better if you treat the experiences as something to build upon. Good luck to you. Dump her. If at the beginning of your relationship she don't respect boundaries, what do you think she's going to do in 5 years or 10 years? It's clear she doesn't respect you. I wouldn't invest more time in this relationship. Every time he whistles she will be going back. She even asked how you would feel and did it anyway. She's not worth it. Leave her is what you do. You can't choose her friends, but she chose to lie to you knowing that it would hurt you. The real question is, why is it only one-on-one? I wouldn't be surprised if she's cheating emotionally or physically. Have you looked on Snap or Insta? She could have him saved under different names. This kind of happened to me, however I knew she was seeing her male friend. What I didn't know was my fiancé was cheating with him, and in love with him. I went through her phone and found out everything, and I have zero regrets about doing that. Because if I hadn't, she would have continued the relationship with this other man well after we would have been married. She told me this much herself. Anyone who abuses your trust doesn't deserve your sympathy. Drop her, bro. You deserve way better than that. She's already been lying to you, so just assume the worst. Confront her and leave. Don't forget to keep your head up, King Crown. Do you and your girlfriend need to have a real conversation? It's not appropriate for you to snoop through her things, but at the same time it's not appropriate for her to lie to you. If she is justified in her friendship with this person, she shouldn't be lying about it to save your feelings if that's what's happening. To answer what would I do? Normally I would try to work things out. But relationships are about compromise and trust, like the other user said. You never forbid her to see him, you just established that you didn't feel comfortable and she should respected that and found another way to reach out to him. Now the constant lying and going behind your back that crossed the line and there's no going back. I would just ghost her ass and block her, cause that's the least she deserves. Just move away from the liar. Say you're not compatible. See ya. You need to apologize to her for looking through her phone and stalking her friends. Let her hang out whoever she wants. Stop being super overly paranoid. Deal breaker for me, trust is lost. She made her choice, now you make yours. So we now know that she's a liar. Your move. Bro. Does your GFS name start with an S? She's using him for validation. Tell her you're not gonna stand for that. She'll try to flip it and make you the bad guy. She'll call you insecure, then try to play on your insecurities. When that doesn't work, she'll threaten to break up. Act like you don't care, which you shouldn't. She's already broken boundaries. Once she sees you're unconcerned, she'll try to fix herself. It's up to you whether you want to keep her. I would personally break up with her ASAP. It seems like she will seriously break your heart eventually. I would recommend you to stop trusting as a basic rule. This way you are never disappointed. Also keep your distance to teach yourself not being jealous and calm within. Let things happen and you will see, don't push things yourself. Stay strong. I can give you my point of view as the best guy friend in this situation. Our situations are similar. I was in the exact same situation as you about 2 months ago. I confronted the two of them together. She hasn't met up with him without telling me since, but if you try to stop them meeting up she will probably call you controlling or some shit. Also I don't know if your girlfriend would give the same reason, but mine ended up saying it was because she didn't want me to worry and overthink. Every journey starts with the first step. Every building, with a single cornerstone. Every cheating, starts with a lie. If not with L, we'll be with someone else when the stars are right. Move on before you get hurt. Some of the responses on here are straight bullshit. She is still hanging out with the guy knowing he loves her. Her not saying it back doesn't mean shit. She seems less and less interested in you, especially during sex. If they are not screwing already, they will once that one moment of weakness happens. Then it's all your fault because you pushed her towards it. Do yourself a favor and just move on. Seems like she already has, but didn't give you the courtesy of telling you. You're not asshole, she's manipulating you and you believed her. She's a liar and doing SMTH like that is cheating. Tell her you knew, and if you don't accept that then she have to give you a good excuse and a big apologize for you to decide about her. Else dump her, she doesn't respect you. Lol. You don't trust her and spied on her. Just break up. Don't spy on her. Talk to her. And let her know that of course she can hang out with her male friends one-on-one and you're sorry you tried to be controlling. Take it from there. Okay, the only person who screwed up here is you. You're trying to control who she can see, implying that you don't trust her. You're bothering her friends to see if she's with them and you're snooping through her tech. I would have dumped your ass ages ago. You're lucky to even still have a GF. If you're so insecure you can't trust her, then dump her so she can find someone better. You apologize and give her the trust she deserves so that she doesn't have to lie to you for fear of you being jealous and controlling. If you can't control your jealousy or think that you should be able to define who your girlfriend spends time with, then break up. as you're not ready for relationships yet.